All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here on the lawn with Growing Green. I got to show you something. No, I'm not at a truck yard or a shipyard or anything. I'm in a backyard. And this is a container house going in right here. This thing's crossed the ocean probably a dozen times. And these folks are putting in a house. They're going to convert this to a house called a container house. And this is a shipping container. It's probably been across the ocean dozens of hundreds of times. But this thing will soon house a family, and they'll be living in a small space. It's downsizing at its best. Right now, we're coming in here to help with they have some dogs, and as you can see, some Bigfoot printing. And they really need to get this thing seeded. So we'll come in and seed and straw before the contractors come in to start cutting holes in this and insulating it and getting the kitchen and bathrooms and everything plumbed in there. And will you look at that? So we'll follow this project, guys. Let you see how cool it can be to live in such a small space. It's just awesome. All right, folks. Tommy Cowett signing out for now. We'll keep you up to date on this. All right, folks, Tommy here, back on the lawn with you and checking out this little tiny house. Hey, Graham, what's up? Can you believe how far along these guys have come? This is amazing. That was once a container. That is an awesome private little deck he's up on. It's in a loft. There's Chris Martin, the owner. And this is just incredible. Running water on the outside. Basically, this thing sits up on 4 blocks, piles that go down into the ground. You never know now that it was a shipping container. They're still working on it, so it's got a ways to go. And here's some of the contractors. Loft up there. See what this is. Sorry, see, that's all metal. I'll show you this awesome little porch. Look at this. There's the shipping container information here. Can't see it anymore, but Core 10 steel. Specifications here. They're going to leave this. Kind of makes it look cool. But they're coming along, man. All the materials that go into this thing. This was airtight. But yeah, what do you think? It's totally awesome. All right, folks, signing out for now. We'll keep on showing you this as it progresses. All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here on the lawn with you and at the tiny house. This is the tiny house, and I've been commissioned here to do the landscaping. This was a cargo container, if you viewed the other videos earlier on. It's pretty awesome. This thing's been traveling across the ocean. But we're going to be laying in a patio and then landscaping the outside. And I'll show you the plan here in a little bit. Be using some of these stones. Reusing some stones they had around here for the base of the stone patio. Lots of good lumber. 6x6, 4x6, 4x4. We'll be putting some steps in, so bear with us. Tommy Cowett here on the lawn. We'll get this project going here. First, we're going to loosen up some of this soil. All right, folks, here we are. I'm just getting my first timber in for the base. I'm trying to get this about as straight up as I can get with that building, because I know the building's square. I want this square. And that is pretty much going to be the level of the whole patio. And it'll be pavered in. It'll be basically edged out with the timbers. So I'm just getting the timbers in. We'll be putting in some paver base. We got a great packed base already. Working on it, folks. Bear with us. We'll show you how this is done. All right, folks. Well, we're back. And we're just forming things up. See the style of the patio paver we're putting in. There's 16 by 16. We've got it sloped off just a hair in this direction with the lay of the land. Just so the water is going to run off the patio and into the beds. And we're just laying these guys in place now, getting it shored up. I think we'll go 7 in that direction. And all right, folks, bear with us. We're working on this. Things are going smoothly. All right, folks, here we are back at day 2. We've already started doing a little tilling on this hard, compacted soil, rocks, you name it. And the tiller's doing pretty good, and I just had a problem with it, but just want to show you the layout and where we're at. We're all square here. Paver base is here. Need to pull some of the soil back. I hope I'm done with the tiller. What I'm doing is I'm going to double check. Hey, tiny house, and there's 3 big dogs living here. This is the design. Of course, you got a 40-foot long tiny house and a couple of doors. This was all hand done. Here's the plant design coming in, and of course the patio. Patio is about 30 feet long by about 10 feet out, actually closer to 9. And this is basically it. I want to measure this, make sure I'm good for my stringers going in. These are about 6 feet. That's a 3-foot step. So I'll be doing that. But we're coming along pretty good, folks. This soil was really compacted from all of the equipment that's been in here, especially the truck that delivered this thing. You can see that E over there. That's what this thing, the cargo container, was made out of. Go back to the earlier part of the video. But this is the design. Fly, get out of here. And just gonna follow that and keep working. We'll be putting in some pavers tomorrow. All right, folks, Tommy signing out. All right, folks, moving right along here. We've got our first row of pavers in. I'll show you how I fastened this. I drilled a 1/2-inch hole and got this thing good and square. Square all the way down. I'm just going to work in small sections. I'm going to do 10 feet at a time, and I'll keep working my way that way. Just making sure my water goes off that way a bit, and my water goes off that way, but this way I want level for the most part on these, and just keep it straight. Tamping using the paver base, and just keep on moving. It's a job. This stuff is heavy, man. Bottomed out the truck. There it is. Got about 110 of these, maybe 110 of these things put in. All right, folks, bear with me. All right, folks. Hey, we're returning back. I'm going to show you where we got this past weekend. It's about to here, about 2/3 of the way down with the patio, and just prepping this area up here. Got lumber for the steps. Hey, Stephen put in a nice little burning pit here too with some leftover stones he had, but we're getting this prepped up. We've continued down, and we're gonna keep laying some patio. Come to about right here. All right, folks, bear with me. All right, folks, Tommy here back. Just want to show you what's been going on here. Yeah, this is about 30 feet by 8 feet, or closer to 9 when you take into account the timbers. But we're moving along pretty good. We're almost at the end of that. Boy, oh boy, hot out here. I'm putting away my fluids, but basically getting everything level, tamping it down real good with the tamper, getting it level or slightly angled this way, and just pacing myself because it's hot. Ooh. All right, folks, end of the day here. We're in just about. I got to cut a brick, 1 block over here. Everything's nailed down. It's going to turn out pretty nice. All right, folks. All right, folks, it's lovely Rio operating a rototiller. And we're about to put our steps in. Stephen, and we're ready to roll. Anthony here is going to help me get these stringers in. You see they need to go down approximately 4 inches on this lower end. So we'll be cutting some of that off on the bottom. You'll see how this goes in. Woo, 96 degrees. We're installing some steps. You can see our stringer design here. And you can see up under there, we made a notch in that post. So it's sitting on. All right, folks, hey, I just want to talk a little bit about these stringers going in for the steps. Basically, I'm using a beam system, as you can see. None of this is in place yet. But that 2x4, it could be beefed up even more if it was a bigger step. As you can see, this beam, and I've got 2x4, could go 2x6. 2x4 is going to be fine for this. And 6 stringers that are all cut. I had a template and I had to actually make this. And these all get screwed together, screwed to the back base plate and all that. And should make some really nice steps, solid steps. See the one down there. Similar design. All right, folks. That's how we do the stringers. You can buy one stringer and then cut the rest of them by hand and save a bunch of money. Seriously. All right, folks, end of the day. Anthony, way to go. Rio, way to go.
You did it.
Show you where we're at. We worked it up pretty good, but the steps are in. Plant materials here. Tomorrow is going to be planting day. As you can see how it's turned out, how it's turning out. Nice. Some steps. Solid and ready to roll. Just hope they can open that door. All right. Thank you, guys. All right, folks, here we are back on the property. Here we are kind of getting ready to plant here. We've got our gumbo azaleas going in down below and arborvitae back here. We've got a big dog and a little dog. Hi, guys. Let's get this thing planting. Hey, buddy. All right, folks, well, you can see the plants are going in, planting them, using some Osmocote soil conditioner, working it in real good with the mini till, and I'm hitting some hard pan back there, but that'll be fine. All right, things are moving along pretty good. Hey, folks, know you're getting tired of all this step by step. Putting down pine needles. All the plants are in. See that? And then see all these stones to clean up this lawn. Get it planted, seeded and strawed. Looking pretty good, I think. All right, folks. Final grades in. Just threw down some seed. This is what we got. A little bit of pine needle action where the straw is. We're ready to put down some straw. And we'll be looking good. Get some water on this. Sure is a difference. All right, folks, here we are. We're seeded, strawed. Everything's in. A little bit of paver base needs to go in. I got to come back a couple of spikes. End of the day, and we're done. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you like it. We'll be showing you a lot more stuff like this.